My name's Jacob King, and I'm born and raised in Chicago. I'm a photographer, and I work in production as well. Making images is a very powerful tool, and it can have a very big impact. I think the time when I was in New York as a young person, I think I was about 19, I went with my family. A lot of the images I made on that trip gave me the confidence to be like, oh, this is something that I actually want to do. I feel like I'm good at as well. I feel like that was a moment where I saw that I had the potential to capture things that were honest and real. Specifically, there's a photo of a dude who was on the subway, and he was sitting in like this bright red shirt, and he just had two blue ballpoint pens sticking out of his ear. And I took that photo, and a couple of my friends who had lived in New York at the time were like, yo, I see this dude all the time. He always has the pens in his ears. Like, this is just how he goes out around the city. And it was cool because I was in New York for that glimpse of time, but it was something that those friends of mine that were living like 1,000 miles away had a real relation and connection to. Creating images that people feel connected to, or they feel like a moment within their life was captured. For me, it's a personal mission to do that. Brings a lot of people joy, and it brings also a lot of people a sense of self and a sense of awareness of that moment in their life, but also what space they were in, what they were representing, and who they are as a person. Photography allowed me to slow down. It was something that I was able to capture and appreciate the moments that I was in a lot more. The work that I have here at Adventureland, I've documented over about 4 years almost. Doing the Right Liquors project, working on Cash Only specifically, was something that I didn't necessarily plan on doing when I started documenting that space.
What he's given me is a portrait of people in a neighborhood that used to be the fabric of Chicago. This is a working class bar. It's what they refer to as a slashy, a liquor store and a packaged goods store and a bar. It's an old-time saloon. They're disappearing, and what Jacob has done is put a face on who goes there and how they live and how they blow off steam. They're working people. They are not of any one race or ethnicity or creed probably, but they are all of the same species. They're the people of Ukrainian Village. And I think what he gave us was an indelible portrait of it.
I view the work that I do, especially because it's so people-driven, as like my way of being able to give back. So people took the time to teach me these things, to give me skills, to give me knowledge, and I feel like it's my obligation almost to give that back. So whether it is teaching somebody else about how to use a camera or light a studio setting, or just printing images of funny times and good times I had with my friends, because those are also the people who maintain supporting me and have allowed me to be successful in that way. While anyone can be a photographer today, we all have our phones in our pockets, cameras. There's an endless access to information, an endless ability to do these things. I'm not doing anything necessarily unique within that regard, but for me, it's been something that has just opened up a lot of doors and introduced me to a different world and a different way of looking at life. The community I've built, whether it's been my family at FDC, at Latitude, the Photo Lab, and just the different situations and scenarios I've been in because of that work is something that I feel very fortunate to have. It gives me the ability to live through every day, to be honest. Like, shit is like ugly in the world, and like seeing like the joy that people get from seeing their photos, their friends' photos, or whoever it is really special. I feel like that if that's going to be the method and the way that I can access that happiness and be able to enjoy the things around me, then I'm going to do it, and it's done that for me thus far.